Hi, everyone. I thought I'd start a silly little Minecraft Indev survival series to relax and everything. I'll probably only play for until I get bored or tired in each episode, and I'll only be editing down one gameplay session for each video. I wasn't planning on making this a series where I just talk and stuff, but I had a lot to say when I was thinking of this, so I decided I would. I'm kind of inspired by Technoblade's 2017 videos, where he played Sky Wars and spoke about his personal life. But I think I'll be taking a more relaxed approach here, so don't expect me to be funny or as good as Technoblade. So, my main idea for this world is that I'd take an isometric screenshot at the end of each episode, and that would be my new desktop wallpaper, which is why I think I'll call this the Wallpaper series. Isometric screenshots, if you don't know, were a built-in feature where you press F7 and, because the worlds were only small in Indev, it would give you an isometric image of your whole entire world. The existence of isometric screenshots are the entire reason I decided to make this series, and here's a link to the video I found out about these in. I only started playing Minecraft in about 2012, and this version was made in about 2009 or 2010 or something, so I won't really be exactly reliving my old memories, but it's still partially nostalgic. I really like the way the old colors were, they're very bright and almost like a cartoon. Anyways, I much prefer older versions of Minecraft. The new game just isn't fun to me anymore. I think it's great that Mojang are having their new takes on Minecraft, but I really don't want to resort to using mods just to have a long-lasting experience in Minecraft that isn't so full of grinding, like the newer versions are. For some reason, the furnaces always place wrong. And I also got way too many saplings. Okay, good, cooked pork exists. Also, my skin looks a little strange. My skin is a thin skin and it usually just replaces the leftover space in those with black bars, but Indev just extends that area. Also, apparently there's only one arm and the other just copies and flips it. I'm hoping to mine as much as I can without getting into any danger, so it's good that these ores seem to generate much more frequently than normal. I got 16 iron from just one vein. I think it's a bit interesting how Mojang are, one by one, ruining each part of the game. In Minecraft, it's so easy to see the slow descent, especially with hindsight, because of the way the updates work. For example, they added elytra, which ruined adventuring, then totems, which ruined having any risk in the game, then they added phantoms, which are actually really bad because they punish doing something you should be rewarded for doing, making the game harder for yourself. And I know that we technically voted them in, but consider the difference between what they advertised and what phantoms actually are. They were described as creatures of the night sky, which sounds really cool, but then, when they were added to the game, they just annoy people when they try to sleep. What a scam. I think this sheep is a bit lost. I mentioned earlier that I had been using mods to improve my experience of the game. I've been playing this mod pack called Raspberry Flavored with my friend, which has been really fun. Raspberry Flavored basically undoes most of my issues with the modern game, including removing the end, thus no elytra, and removing villagers, thus no easy way to farm totems of undying. They've improved beds as a whole, by making them speed up time, rather than skipping the nights entirely, but it still feels like a pretty easy way to get out of any dangers. Anyhow, it's a great mod and I suggest you check it out. I've also heard of a mod called Better Than Adventure, which is for beta, and it hopes to, as the name suggests, be better than the Adventure update. I haven't actually done any playing through the mod, but I did check it out this morning. It looked interesting, but I had to close it to avoid spoiling myself, as I would like to play it for the first time either with friends or with a YouTube audience. That genuinely scared me. It must be because I only have game sounds on and I usually have a video on in the background. I'm more immersed now. I wonder how close modern day Minecraft is to the original intent. Sure, I know for certain that a lot of things were in a wildly new direction, but surely some of it is exactly what Notch planned. I've noticed this bug in Indev, where the shadows become polka dots, which is really weird. I can imagine that it could be from the imagine they use for entity shadows, but they forgot to stretch it out across the whole image properly, so it just tiles the image, but I wouldn't know, I'm really new to coding stuff. I've been trying to make some games, but the plans often fall through. I've started making a schedule for making this new game, but I'm not going to promise I'll finish it, I just hope to finish the demo this time. I'm really inspired by Toby Fox as a game developer and as a musician, so I'm confident that, even with my bad code, I could eventually make a masterpiece. There's this YouTuber and streamer that I've been watching for a bit called Pirate Software, who once said, in summary, a player does not see the code, a player sees the game. So it doesn't really matter how bad my code is, as long as it works. Speaking of coding, I found this cool little thing. Well, I wouldn't really say I found it. It was part of an assignment that I did for a class last year. It was meant for far younger students, it was drag and drop coding, but it was still fun. The reason we had to do an assignment aimed at younger students was because our previous teacher actually accelerated us without even realizing, so our teacher had us do the younger students' assignment. So these things are called microbits. They are just these tiny little computers with 5x5 pixels for screens, so we can make really basic games. For our assignment, we created Tamagotchis. I'll edit mine onto the screen, granted I remember to. So I actually got one of these for myself, and I immediately decided to make the dinosaur game and this game where you run away from a guy and collect coins. They also only have 2 buttons on them, but they also detect both of the buttons being pressed at the same time, so I can pretty easily have it switch between moving across the X-axis and the Y-axis. What did Gold even do in this version? Anyways, the last thing I wanted to say before I finish this video is why there are numbers carved into the ground here. I actually got a virus today, because I was explaining to someone about how I wanted to start this series, and I decided to tell them how I first discovered Minecraft. There were these little paper things that you print and then cut out and you fold it into the shapes of Minecraft blocks. I saw these as a child and that's how I discovered Minecraft. So anyways, just today, I figured out there's actually a website for these, so I decided to go onto said website to, see how it is now. Turns out, this website is a virus. Don't try to find the paper Minecraft website, unless you really want to get a virus. So, anyways, I decided to do a factory reset, and, before I would do this, I would save a blank world, with nothing but today's date carved into the ground. So, this is actually the last thing left from before I wiped my computer. It's quite a ridiculous story, but it's true. I wonder what I should take away from it, that your childhood is a lie and will always fall apart, or that I shouldn't click on random links from Minecraft posts from 2014. Anyways, it's time to take today's screenshot and end off the video. Bye.